As the other reason I haven't done these videos is because of the lack of time. So I have another business, and you could see here that I have like a mini studio. Oh my God, what a fucking mess. Sorry guys, you don't need to see that. I'm constantly busy and I'm like, shit, you know, I want to be able to put out these videos and help you guys, but I also don't want to put out shitty videos. Yeah, so here I am. I'm just gonna pick up my cell phone. We're gonna get started today. We're gonna get started. You ready? Hi guys, it's Viviana from Everyday Lifters. Hola to you. This video here today is to talk a little bit about Olympic weightlifting photography. Yay! I received several messages of people like they're like, Viv, when are you gonna put out a tutorial and teach us how to do Olympic weightlifting photography? Help us! I wanted to share something with you first. So over the last 2 months or so, I joined a group of photographers called the Gold Community. It's led by an Australian photographer who's well known, very well respected. Her name is Gina Militia, and I have joined this group to learn more of the technical side of photography. And that's one of the main reasons I was hesitant to put out tutorials, because in terms of technical side of photography, it's not my strong suit. Creative eye, how to compose a photo, how to feel the moment, and the sort of artistic approach, that's my strong suit. But I thought to myself, you know what? Joey, shh, I'm making a video. I thought to myself, you know, I can share that part. I can share that. And so let's begin today, guys. Are you ready? So what kind of photographer am I? I'm a sort of a touchy-feely sort of photographer. I don't go grope in the weightlifters, so don't get it twisted. When I enter the training hall, I need to sort of feel what the area is like. The feeling, the energy is what where I gravitate towards, and that's where I start shooting. And of course, I'm very aware of my surroundings. You know, if I see someone like maybe annoyed that maybe I'm in the way, and I haven't had that really, then I stay, you know, you just stay out of their face. I mean, that's just like common sense, right? Like that's like human 101. Someone looks at you like this, walk away with your camera. They don't want to be photographed, all right? We're gonna take a look at some images and why I decided to either one, decided to shoot these weightlifters, or two, how my like thought process in choosing the photo. So let's take a look. This photo here of Jessica, Lucero, and Caitlin, they're dressed alike, as you guys can see. When they walked into the training hall, I was like, yes, I need to grab these photos. So sorry, there is a level of like documentation, you know, so I do take photos to document when somebody breaks a world record, but most often in the training hall, it's not that. It's like, I need to kind of think about what are these photos gonna mean for the weightlifters 10, 15 years from now. So for me, my heart is a little squishy. My heart's a little squishy. I don't know how else to explain it, for Caitlin because of some of the current stuff that's been happening. And also as well for Jessica, because Jessica's like, you know, I'm so happy how she did this year compared to last year. And last year was a little rough for her. She's gone through some personal issues. So when they walked into the training hall and I saw them dressed like this had like a deeper meaning, you know? Their teammates, their buddies, maybe I'm not sure, maybe they're best friends, but there is a level of like that they rely on one another, and I think that's beautiful. But here's the thing, guys, there's also a chance that they woke up that morning and dressed alike, like it was a coincidence, and then they went to breakfast. This was like, oh, we twinning today, like what a coincidence. So there may be no deeper meaning to them being dressed alike, but I took the photos anyway. That photo in particular, I really was patient. They were doing a lot of the same warm-ups together. They were facing each other. I don't know what that meant for them. I'm curious, you know, maybe one day I'll ask them, but I stayed with them. So I knew whatever else was going on, I just had to wait. I just had to be patient, be patient, be patient. And then that moment happened where they happened to look apart, like they were looking opposite ways, and I grabbed the photo and just prayed that it was in focus. The second image I want to show you is of CJ Cummings, one of my favorite to photograph when he's not on the platform, because people don't normally get to see him in a different way like this. This photo in particular, I loved because there's someone that's staring at him. Can you guys guess? Like if you enjoy the sport, you know who that is. That's his coach, and you can tell by his cap, you can tell by his hoodie. I want to grab as many photos as I can of CJ with his coach, because, and again, it goes back to almost like, what are these photos going to mean for the weightlifters later on in life? So I love this photo in particular because you don't really see Ray, but you know that Ray is looking on. You know that that's him, and then there's someone else who's in the USA weightlifting community because he has his jacket on. And then the third image here that I want to show you is of Jordan Wissinger. This one's a little different because I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about like my thought process in choosing the image. So I have 3 images. One is rated 5, obviously, and then the other 2 were zeros. Like I scrapped them. They're not deleted. I don't know. They're just going to be sitting in my catalog. First image, he was talking to someone, and you could tell he's really relaxed. He's stretching with a barbell. I wanted an up-close photo of him. You know, I'm into portraits. I love portraits, but I wanted a real crisp photo of him. Reasoning behind, right? He's young. Jordan is young. I want a lot of these younger weightlifters to have these photos of themselves when they were much younger. So when they're like 45 and, you know, and they've got kids and they're maybe not lifting as much, I want them to go back to these photos like, damn, look at me, I was so young. So first photo was the keeper. Second photo, he noticed me. I believe he noticed me because he looks terrified. Third photo, you can totally see him like just, his whole body was like his shoulders were up, his jawline was different, and I'm imagining it's clenched maybe. You know, he sort of had the lines in his eye, in his forehead because he noticed me there, and he was just not trying to pose, but he just noticed that I was there, and then he went about talking to whoever it was that he was talking to. So among those 3 photos, that's why I chose the first one. There you go, guys. First tutorial. Hopefully not the last. But guys, listen, seriously. Hopefully this will kickstart some ideas for me on some things that I can put up here for you guys in terms of Olympic weightlifting photography. Share in the comments what you guys thought, and also share a little bit about what you do. I want to know who's listening to this. If you're into Olympic weightlifting photography, share below, share your Instagram, share your Facebook, share your profile, share it all, just share it all. Everyday _lifters and at Viviana _Podolsky. I'm on Facebook as well. Don't forget that like button. Share with your other photography friends. Shoot, if you don't even shoot Olympic weightlifting and you're a wedding photographer, hit me up anyway because I'm doing that also. So yeah, so have a good day and keep practicing. And this is probably like the fifth video that I've taken because this is stressing me out. Okay. All right. I'm just being honest with you guys, okay? I don't know if I should be doing more cardio. I don't know what that means when I get out of breath and talking.